what inspired you to apply for TIDEL?
So actually, I'll start and say my colleague, Reverend Rochelle, inspired me to apply for title. She heard about the program and she reached out to me and she said, "This is something that we have to do. Like, this is an opportunity for us to take food and security to the next level." Reverend Rochelle and I have been friends and colleagues for years, all the way back to our days in the Public Theology Racial Justice Collaborative at Vanderbilt, where we really did this work of how do you bring your public to the faith, or bring your faith to the public, rather, and engage in a way that helps people to understand what the real issues are and social justice issues. And so when Reverend Rochelle told me about this program, she was like, "I think this is a great opportunity for us to really think about how do we bring the design element technology into the work that we both are doing in our respective areas." So that's how I got inspired.
And I got inspired because I saw what it was. And again, as Dr. Yvette said, I saw it as a way to do things new, a new way, or try a new way to reach people with food insecurity. We both, as she said, have worked together, other things. We work with Bread for the World. And one of the things about working with Bread for the World, which is a faith-based food organization, we get the stats, right? We get the information. And so they do policy and advocacy. And so one of the things we kept seeing the growing need of food, but from the other side of it, what we both knew was that it was also hard for faith organizations to know how to help. We watched in the pandemic as people became basically pop-up food pantries or things like that. But what is it? How do we create sustainable ways of food access for people with dealing with food, not injustice, food apartheid, food deserts. A new one that we just started, we know another one for food swamps, right? And all, so how do we deal with that? And then also for the churches and things, how do they do it when they're not big? You know, it's one thing to be 1,000 member, 25,000 member church and have a great food program. But what about the smaller churches who we knew were doing the work, but people may not know that they're doing the work and therefore don't know how to go find them and get that
Wow.